Hello, my name's Jodie and welcome to day 2 of Bookmas. So I hope you enjoyed day 1 of Bookmas. If you missed it, I will link it up here in the description box. But today's video is going to be my December reset / December TBR. So I am probably going to film this over 2 days, so today and tomorrow, because I just have a lot of stuff I need to do today, so I just don't feel like I can get everything done in one day. So yes, anyway, the plans for this reset. I am obviously going to choose my books that I want to read before the end of the year. The last 6 months of this year have been some of the worst reading months for me ever in like my entire 26 years on this planet. I've been in the worst slump I've ever experienced, and I am definitely still in it. I've been in this slump now for about 4 months now straight, maybe even 5. And it's just not good. Like, I really want to get out of it and I don't know what it is. And I say this in every single video about wanting to get out of my slump, but I feel like now I really need to, because it's that final push towards the end of the year. And it doesn't really matter how many books you read a year, but I always read at least 100 books per year. Whereas my Goodreads goal currently is on 77 books, which isn't bad. Like, that is still amazing. That just shows you how bad my reading slump has hit. So I would love to try and squeeze in lots more books this month. I doubt I'm going to be able to fit in 23. Maybe if I read a bunch of manga, I could hit 100 books. But yeah, anyway, I really want to, like, you know, go into the new year not in a reading slump. So I feel like I need to definitely find time to read this month and to just get out of the slump. So I'm hoping I can do that. Although December is always a very busy month with the festive season. But yeah, I'm going to try and choose a whole range of books to read. Now, I'm not making this a definitive TBR. I will definitely mood read throughout the month and we will go from there. So yeah, we're going to choose an end of year TBR, hopefully that gets me out my reading slump. If you do have any recommendations down below for books you think are great for getting out of reading slump, please feel free to leave them in the comments. So yeah, we're going to pick up the TBR. We are also going to put up 2 little Christmas trees. So I have my nice Christmas tree behind me here, which I got for my library this year. I invested in a like better tree, and I did film the first Bookmas video of me decorating it. So I have the tree I used to use in my library spare, and then I have another smaller tree. I might even have 3, I'm not even sure, but I figured I would still put them up and find somewhere to put them in the house, because like I said, I love Christmas. The only thing is when I have one in our bedroom, my cats love to come in the middle of the night and just rag the tree over and wake us up. So probably not a good idea to put one in there, but I'm probably still going to do it anyway because I just love Christmas. So yeah, we're going to put the other Christmas trees up. I'm going to build a hot chocolate station. So in my previous Bookmas video, I bought this cute little like stand thing. It was like a cake stand, like a 3-tier one, but shaped in a big Christmas tree, and I saw someone on TikTok use it for a hot chocolate station, so I'm going to do the same thing. So we are going to do that in this video. We're going to wrap a few presents and get organised and do a few Christmas cards, and then we're going to do a nice big like deep clean of the house. Now I don't know if I'm going to be filming all of that, because how entertaining is that really, but I definitely do want to clean up and stuff. And then we have like loads of stuff in our dining room because we got a new couch, so like the couch is literally just like chilling against the wall in there. And then I just have like Christmas decks I've not used everywhere, and the empty boxes for all the Christmas stuff. So I need to like put all that in the loft. I need to clear up that space, and I just want to get everywhere all nice for Christmas this weekend. It's the first weekend of December. I want it all done and out the way. So those are the plans for this reset. I don't think there's really anything else in particular I'm going to do in this reset except for those. So yes, we are going to do a little bit of Christmas decorating, and we are going to do the TBR. So that's kind of everything for this reset. I know this intro is probably kind of long, but anyway. So yes, I think the first thing I'm going to do is choose my TBR. So let's go through my bookshelves and figure out what we're going to be reading this month. Okay, so I'm here to talk about the books that I picked out yesterday for my December TBR. I made myself a nice hot chocolate with a lot of marshmallows on top, and this is like far too hot that the marshmallows have all like melted into one another. We're gonna get the reset done and talk about all the books. So these are the books I have picked out to read this month. Now I'm probably not going to get to all of these, and yeah, we'll see what happens because I'm going to mood read. But I have kind of grabbed a few that I think would be perfect for like the colder months, and like obviously December is a cold month, and then some festive holiday romances, and then we have some other books I just really want to read. So it's quite a fantasy heavy TBR, but yeah, this is my potential TBR for this month. So before I get into all of these physical books I have here, I did want to mention that one book I will definitely be reading this month is Heartstopper Volume 5. So this doesn't come out I think until the 7th of December or the 6th, and I do have it on pre-order, so as soon as that comes I will be reading that, and I'm very, very excited because I am a huge fan of Heartstopper. I love the graphic novels and I have been waiting so long for this volume, so I'll definitely be reading that when it does arrive. And I haven't added any other graphic novels or manga to my TBR because that will just be like things I grab at random. I'm definitely going to read some graphic novels and manga this month because I want to bump up my Goodreads goal, but yeah, I don't know what ones I'm going to read. Getting into the books now, we have my Patreon buddy read for December, which is Love Light Farms by BK Borison. I will be filming a spoiler-filled reading vlog for my Patreon, so if you did want to join us reading this month, then you can head to my Patreon. We have a Discord where we discuss the book, and like I said, I upload a vlog for it. So I'm very excited to read this because I've heard very, very good things, and I was very kindly gifted this by Colleen last Christmas, and I've been looking forward to reading it. So this is supposed to be a really cozy, wholesome romance, and it is set at a Christmas tree farm, which just sounds perfect to me. So on the back it says, Love Light Farms is a romantic comedy featuring a handsome freckled data analyst, a messy optimistic Christmas tree farm owner, and a small town with the best hazelnut lattes on the East Coast. This sweet and steamy romance is a holiday happily ever after. So yeah, this book sounds so good. I love that hazelnut lattes were mentioned. It just sounds so cozy to me. Whenever coffee is mentioned in a book, something about it instantly makes me want to read it. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. I think this might be like a friends to lovers kind of vibe, which isn't my favourite trope, but if it's done in a specific way, I love it. If it isn't, then I'm like, it's fun, but not my favourite. So it depends. I'm hoping I will love this though. I'm really, really excited to read it, and I do adore this cover. Like, it is so cute. So this will be a book that I definitely do get to this month. Continuing with the holiday romances, I have another 3 on my TBR here. Now, I think I am going to go book shopping during Bookmas at some point and probably pick up some more, but I don't know exactly which ones. So these are just some off my shelf that I haven't read before and would kind of like to read. So we have Faking Under the Mistletoe by Ashley Shepherd. I've had this on my past 2 Christmas TBRs I think, and I just have never gotten around to reading it. And in this we follow Olivia, who's obsessed with Christmas. She loves it, and then I think she ends up accidentally kissing her boss, who's like a Grinch, and she tries to like prove to him like how fun Christmas can be. And I think the reason she kisses her boss is to try and help him make his ex-girlfriend jealous or something. So I think it's kind of like a little bit like fake dating kind of vibe, and obviously the fake dating turns into real dating. I love the fake dating trope. It's one of my favorites, and the fact that it's like Christmas themed as well just makes it even better. So I am hoping to finally read this year, but do not hold me to it because I do not have a good track record when I say that, like, at all. So we'll see. But this one is going on my TBR. Then the next one we have is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. I was actually sent this by the publisher a while back. I think maybe even when I was still a bookseller, or maybe it came out just after I left. I can't remember, but I've had this for a while. I have a complicated relationship with Tessa Bailey. Some of her books I love and some of them I loathe. So I feel like her traditionally published ones that have obviously gone through a lot of edits, I end up liking more than the ones she self-publishes. So I tried to read Window Shopping last year, DNF'd it, could not get through it. And then I also read My Killer Vacation, I think last year, and that book was absolutely horrendous. I gave it 2 stars or 1 star. I just hated it so much. And yeah, it's weird because I really hated those 2 that she self-published, but then I really enjoyed Hook, Line and Sinker, and is it Happened One Summer? I can't remember. I think that's it. I read Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. I'm pretty sure that's one of Tessa Bailey's books, and that one was like okay. I think I gave it like 3 stars because the word baby was used far too much in that book, or babe, I can't remember which one it was. So yeah, it's like hit and miss for me with Tessa Bailey, but I did really want to read this one because obviously it's a Christmas romance. So I'm gonna go out on a limb with this one. It has been traditionally published, so I'm assuming it has been through a lot of edits, and I feel like for some reason her like chunkier books seem to be the better ones. It's the really like thin ones that aren't that long that tend to be the bad ones, so maybe that's what it is, I don't know. But either way, I'm really excited to give this one a go. I'm hoping I will love it. I love the cover. I think this cover is absolutely adorable. And in this book, we follow Melody, who is the daughter of a well-known like singer from a band or something. And she like restores old books and stuff. She just keeps like a quiet life. And then a producer comes along and asks her if she'd be willing to help get her mum's band back together, and she's debating whether it's time to like have a change and to also see him again. I don't think her mum was the lead singer. I think her mum's just in the band, and then it's the lead singer's son who is the him. So yeah, I don't know if they've got like a past history or something, but the two of them I think embark on like this kind of mission to reunite the band or something. And then it says that something happens on Christmas Eve, and I'm assuming they fall for each other. I don't know, it sounds like it could be really cute, really fun, and I like the Christmas vibe. So yeah, I am hoping that this will be a good one, but I don't know, I'm conflicted, so we shall see. If you have read it though, please do let me know your thoughts. And then the last one I have is one that I've actually completely forgotten the plot of, but who needs to know the plot when it is this? It's A Cat Cafe Christmas by Cody Gray. I mean, come on, it's Christmas and cats and romance. That's like the ultimate trio. Like, I do not even need to know what this book is about to want to read it. I've heard this is very cozy, very wholesome, and on the back it does say, a laugh out loud, opposites attract romance about three of the world's most beloved seas: Christmas, coffee and cats. So yeah, those are things that I love. I'm hoping I will also love this book. I'm not even going to read the synopsis. I think I would love to go into this and kind of just enjoy my time and the vibes. And the chapter headings do have like cats, which is another selling point for me. So I'm really hoping that I do get to this one this Christmas, because I want to read about Christmas, cats and coffee. Absolutely I do. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. Guys, it is so cold in my house right now and outside that I'm blowing out cold air. I hope you guys can't see it. So moving on to the non-festive themed books, we have A Wilderness of Stars by Shea Earnshaw. Something about Shea Earnshaw's writing just screams winter to me. I think the other two books I've read by her have been during winter and like the end of the year months. I think that's maybe why I relate her books to this time of year. But yeah, I read Winterwood a few years back and I will always recommend that as the perfect winter book. That book was so good. Whenever I think back on it, I just feel happy when I was reading it. Like, the vibes were just so perfect. It's wintry, it's snowy, it's cold. And I just remember, like, when I was working at the bookstore, I'd arrive, like, a couple of hours before my shift. I'd sit in Cafe Nero with a hot chocolate, and I would read that book, and I would just be so happy. Like, it was just the perfect vibe. And now, like, I always feel that whenever I think about picking up a Shea Earnshaw book. So I have loved all the books I've read by her. And I was very kindly gifted this book, I want to say last year or earlier this year. So I still have the little note here inside. So I'm really excited to read this. Yeah, this is A Wilderness of Stars, if I didn't already say so. And it says here, Vega has lived in the valley her whole life, forbidden by her mother to leave the safety of its borders because of the unknown threats waiting for her in the wilds beyond. But when Vega sees an omen in the sky, one she cannot ignore, she is forced to leave the protective boundaries of the valley, yet the outside world is much more terrifying than Vega could have ever imagined. People are gravely sick, they lose their eyesight and their hearing just before they lose their lives. But Vega has a secret. She is the last astronomer, a title carried from generation to generation, and she is the only one who understands the knowledge of the stars, knowledge that could hold the key to a cure. So when locals spot the tattoo on Vega's neck in the shape of a constellation, the mark of an astronomer, chaos erupts. Fearing for her life, Vega is rescued by a girl named Cricket, who leads her to Noah, a boy marked by his own mysterious tattoos. On the run from the men hunting her, Vega sets out across the plains with Cricket and Noah in search of a fabled cure kept secret by the astronomers. But as the line between friends and protectors begins to blur, Vega must decide whether to safeguard the sacred knowledge of the astronomers or if she will risk everything to save them all. So yeah, I don't know if this actually has romance. I'm hoping that it does, but I am so excited for this. The fact that this is linked to the stars and the constellations. She has a tattoo of the constellations. Like, I just love the sound of it. And the fact that like they're venturing across the plains to find this kind of cure. It just sounds like it'll be such a fun story. And I just love her writing so much, and everything I've read by Cheyenne Shaw has given me the most cozy vibes, and I'm just so excited to read this. So if you have read it, please do let me know your thoughts. I'm obsessed with this cover as well. It is honestly stunning, and I've wanted to read this for so long. So I'm hoping I finally get round to it this month. I feel like this is the perfect time to pick it up. So yes, this is going on my TBR. So this next one is a bit of a random one that I've put on, to be honest, but it's a short one, which is why I really want to read it. So I have read, I think, 2 out of 4 of this author's books now. Like, I can't remember. Yeah, so there is 4 books in total. And we have An Enchantment of Ravens, Sorcery of Thorns and Vespertine. So I've read An Enchantment of Ravens and Sorcery of Thorns both when they first released, so it has been a few years, and I definitely do want to do a reread of both of those books. But when I read them at the time, I did really enjoy them. And I haven't read Vespertine yet. I still have that one, but I do have Mysteries of Thorn Manor. This is the fairly exclusive edition, which is so beautiful. I love this. So yeah, I do want to read this because it's a nice short one. Now, I did know what this was about originally, but now I've forgotten. I cannot remember. I think this is set in the same world as Sorcery of Thorns, and I think this is kind of more like an epilogue to Sorcery of Thorns and like set kind of after it. I don't remember a lot from Sorcery of Thorns, so it probably would have been a better idea to reread that one first, and maybe I will pick up the audiobook this month for that and then read this. But I kind of wanted a nice short fantasy book to read, and this one is young adult as well, so I feel like this is perfect, especially being in a slump. So yeah, I've put this on my TBR. I don't know like the actual plot of it. I'm just pretty sure it is set after Sorcery of Thorns is. So hopefully we will get to it during the month of December. And I love the end papers in this edition. It is so stunning. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah, obsessed. So yeah, this one will just be the perfect short book to probably read in one sitting, and I cannot wait to delve back into this world again and to meet the characters all over again if they do make an appearance. I think it's going to be kind of fun to go in here not knowing a lot, because I will just be thrown straight back into this fantasy world, and I feel like that will be quite fun to experience. So I'm very excited for this one. Okay, so this next one is a maybe, because if you have watched my previous TBR/reset video, there's a few books on there that I am actually continuing reading this month. So I'm probably maybe going to try and finish Iron Flame. I'm still only 130 pages into that book. I was not obsessed with it. I wasn't disliking it, it just wasn't really holding my attention. So I put that on pause, so we may pick that back up. But then I'm also currently doing a Crescent City read-along in preparation for the 3rd book coming out at the end of January with my Patreon. So if you did want to join in with the read-along, you can head to my Patreon. I have like a reading schedule, and we have a Discord for it. And then we're going to be buddy reading the 3rd book together. So I don't know for sure if this next book I'm actually going to reread, or I might even sub it for like something else. But I am going to try and still read the 2 Crescent City books across this month in January. But I'm not going to like sit here and properly mention those because I already did in that video. But the reason I brought that up is because I'm debating a reread of Throne of Glass and starting with the Assassin's Blade, because I like to read this one first. It's debated whether you should read this in publication order and read this in between, I think it's is it Air of Fire? I think people say to read this between Crown of Midnight and Air of Fire, or you can read it as the first book. Me personally, I think the best order is to read this first before Throne of Glass, because I feel like when you go into Throne of Glass, you already understand her character, because she's very mature, very kind of self-centered to a point. Like, she isn't, but she comes across that way, and quite shallow. But if you read this book first, you understand why she is the way she is, and it gives you that context that I feel like you're missing. And the ending of this, tears every time, but I feel like it sets up so well when you go into Throne of Glass and you understand the trauma that she has experienced. I don't know, I just personally prefer to read it that way, but not everybody does. So that would be my recommendation if you were going to pick up this series. And for some reason I'm craving pain right now, so I think I might reread this. A couple of my friends are doing a read of the Throne of Glass books for the first time, and I was like, can I maybe join in? So I'm hoping I can reread this and join in with them and read the books as they do. And I just thought this might be nice to read this time of year, because I just miss this world so much. And like I said trying to get out of slump, I feel like reading one of my favorite series will definitely help. And this is split into like kind of 5 different like stories essentially, so they're like chronological stories, so like they take place one after the other, and there's like 5 in total. So I think maybe this would be good because I could split it into the 5 chunks and just read a story here and there. So I might potentially reread this. If not, I might do a reread of either A Court of Thorns and Roses or Court of Mist and Fury, but I haven't decided yet. But I definitely want to reread something. So yeah, this one is a maybe, but I really do want to go back into this world again. Like, I miss it so much. Yeah, I think I probably will pick this up. If I don't in December, maybe it'll be like the end of December, beginning of January, but we'll see. So the next book is a young adult fantasy, the Fairy YA book for November. I am very excited to read this because I've heard very good things. This is The Scarlet Alchemist by Kylie Lee Baker. So Fairy do a read along for their monthly books every single month. So if you go to the community page on the Fairy website and keep an eye on that, there will be information regarding the read along soon. So you can join in with it if you'd like to. It's usually set across 5 days. And yeah, so I thought I'd mention that. I'll have Fairy's website linked down below. But this is the Fairy exclusive edition. It is honestly stunning. And basically in this, we're following our character called Zillion. And she wants to become a royal alchemist. She is an orphan. She lives with her aunt and uncle. There's a bit of mystery surrounding like her father's disappearance after her mother's death. And she also practices forbidden life magic, which is forbidden as it's called, and she does this in secret. And then I think she does eventually get into like the royal palace, and she somehow, I don't know if she meets the prince or has to help the prince or something. So yeah, I'm really excited to read it. I've heard very good things. And it says here it's a stunning young adult fantasy set in an alternate Tang Dynasty China from the author of Keeper of the Night. And yeah, I have very briefly started this. I'm 28 pages in, but I'm really liking her character so far, and I am really excited to read this book. So yeah, this one I will definitely be reading this month. And I'm predicting 4 or 5 stars for this one. I feel like I'm going to absolutely love it, and I feel like it's just going to be such a fun time. I'm really enjoying young adult fantasy again recently. I don't know what it is, but I've just kind of been craving that nostalgia. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. Okay, and next we have 2 kind of romantasy, not technically romantasy, but kind of romantasy. So the first one we have is An Heir Comes to Ride by CC Penaranda. I've had this on my shelf for so long. I actually got sent a paperback copy of this when it first came out in like a little book box thing, and I don't know what happened to that. I don't think I have it anymore because I ended up getting the hardcover, and I do in the hardcovers for the first like 2 or 3 books. And I've been meaning to pick this up for the longest time. Originally, when this was first kind of released, the way this was pitched was to be kind of Throne of Glass vibes, but I don't believe it actually is that similar to Throne of Glass from what I've heard from other people. I think the only similarities are that the main character is like, you know, very kind of like Selena Sardothien coded. But I honestly don't remember the full synopsis for this, but one of my friends has been reading the series recently and loves it, and it's been making me want to pick it up. So I thought it would be fun to put on my TBR because I'm just craving like a fantasy romance, to be honest, or just like a really good fantasy world. And yeah, on the back it says, in a clash of steel a mortal body may fall, but in a clash of dreams a powerful heir may rise. So I'm not going to read into the synopsis for this one. I kind of do want to go into this one not knowing anything and just be surprised. I don't want to have like any preconceived kind of notions of this book, especially if I'm going to start trying to draw comparisons to Throne of Glass, because that is in my brain. So if I don't know the plot, I feel like I would just go in a lot like more excited and just enjoy the vibes. I know that sounds weird, but like I know in my head like that's the way I need to read this book. So I definitely want to make a start on this series. It's not a good idea for me to be starting a new series when I have so many I haven't even finished, but I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to pick this one up if I'm in the mood for a new fantasy, and I'm very excited to do so. And then lastly we have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. This is the 2nd book in the Crowns of Nyaxia, so this is the sequel to Serpent and the Wings of Night. So basically in the Crowns of Nyaxia world, I don't know if that's what the entire series is actually called, it might have another name, but basically there's going to be 6 books and there's going to be 3 duologies. So like this is a duology, and then there's the Slaying the Vampire something, or Conquering the Vampire something, I can't remember what it's called. That's going to have a 2nd book. I do in the first, and then there's another like one as well. And then there's been 1 novella so far, so I'm assuming there'll probably be more novellas. So 6 Scorched Roses is like a novella that kind of runs off of this duology, which I really love. I read the novella last month and I think it came out after this, I want to say, but I read it before this one because I just wanted a short book. Basically that one takes place like in another kingdom, but it mentions the events that happen in this duology. So I really enjoyed that. I gave it 4 stars. But these are vampire fantasy romance books, very Hunger Games-esque, at least the first one was. It had the trials in it, and it felt like the brutality that you get in the Hunger Games. And the way this ends in the first book, oh my god, pain. I did a whole spoiler-filled reading vlog for this over on my Patreon because this was our book club pick earlier in the year. So if you did want to see all my thoughts and me absolutely losing my mind, then you can head to my Patreon and watch that. But this is the second one. I've been putting it off for a while. It's a lot chunkier than the first one. But yeah, I really want to see what happens in this because there was a lot of plot twists towards the end of the first book, and I feel like I have absolutely no clue what's going to happen in this one. I know there's going to be a lot of politics, a lot of war, and a lot of enemies to lovers vibes. It's very much kind of like up and down with the enemies to lovers, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen in here. And I like how in the first book it wasn't very much just like lovers, we're going to continue being lovers. Enemies to lovers is still going to be continued in this one, which I like because I'm one of those people, when the couple finally gets together, I kind of lose interest, which is so bad. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this one and probably then jump on to like the start of the next duology. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this series. I love the first book. It's very kind of reminiscent of kind of some YA novels like The Hunger Games, but it's a totally new take on vampires. There's different vampires that exist in this world. There was the trials, there's like politics, there's like different kinds of powers and stuff, romance, and I honestly just really liked it. It's a very immersive world, and I just really love the writing, and I love how this is linked to gods and goddesses. So the goddess that this duology at least is linked to is Nyaxia, I think is how you say the name, and the way that that goddess links to the trials and kind of how the story pans out is so clever, so well done, a really nice element to the world building. I honestly would really recommend it. So yeah, I'm very excited to return to this world and these characters and see what happens next, and hopefully not get my heart broken. But yeah, hopefully we do finally read this one this month, and I can't wait. So yes, that is all of the books that I do plan to read this month. I'm very excited for my TBR, and I'm really hoping finally this horrible slump that I've been in is going to end. It's almost been like 5 months. I just want to cry. Like, I'm sick of it. I miss like my old reader self who was like reading all the time. Now I'm barely even like picking up a book to read. Like, I just can't. I don't know what it is, and I just can't seem to find anything to hold my attention. So I'm hoping this month will definitely do the trick and I will go into the new year not in this slump. That is why I'm hoping to do like maybe a reread of one of my faves, or read a fantasy romance that I just get absolutely swept into. Thoughts and prayers, guys. Come on, like, manifest me getting out of this slump. I need to. But yeah, those are my reading plans. For the rest of this reset, I'm going to focus mainly on doing a good clean and tidy of the house. The house is so messy at the moment, and I just hate mess. Like, I'm one of those people, I very much can't relax if there's mess. I hate it. So I want to do that. I want to hoover and mop the floors. I want to set up my hot chocolate station and just do a few other things. And then I have a HelloFresh meal left over from last week's delivery that is still in date that I think I'm going to cook and try and like use up for lunch or something, or Jamie can take it for lunch for work tomorrow or something like that. So I want to do all that, and then I'm probably going to put up the other spare Christmas trees I mentioned. So we're going to put up some more Christmas decor, and then also maybe write some Christmas cards and wrap some Christmas presents. We're going to try and have a super productive day. It's currently 20 to 12, so I really do need to get a move on. So yeah, those are the plans. I think I am just going to sit and drink my hot chocolate for a second, and then we will get into the reset. Giving the kitchen a deep clean, and I have moved things around a bit, so realistically I should also like move my cupboards around, but I don't think I can be bothered doing that. But I'm hoping this stand for the hot chocolate stand is going to fit in that corner, which is why I swap things around. But I don't know how tall this is. So yeah, I'm gonna see if it'll all fit together. I don't think it is too big, but like I said, I don't know what the height of this is. So I'm hoping that fits in the corner over there. It's just our boiler is in our kitchen and it's like just like on the wall. I really want to put a cupboard around it, but we're probably not going to live in this house for like too long, so there's probably not much point. But yeah, like I'm hoping that won't be in the way, but we're going to try and put it in that corner and we'll see if it fits. But yeah, I've done like a deep clean of all like the appliances and worktops and stuff. I still need to like hoover and mop in here and like clean the sink and stuff. I'm not even going to try and clean the oven. I'm not a fan of doing that and I can't be bothered today. But this is like the little stand, so this should fit in the corner. And then it has like these bases. So I'm going to try and set this up and then we'll start doing the hot chocolate stand before we get into the rest of the cleaning. But yeah, anyway, let's do that. And Christmas is my favorite time. Christmas is my favorite time. Yeah. Okay, so the little hot chocolate station is kind of done. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep it this way, but I need to buy another one of these for the Starbucks like hot chocolate. And then I have like our white hot chocolate here still in the tub. But yeah, I'm not like 100% sure on the layout yet, but I kind of like it. Most stuff I have is like too big for this. I thought this was a lot bigger than it was. So I need to get like some smaller ones, but I put some mugs on here for now. But I think once I get some smaller like containers for like the hot chocolate and stuff, I might switch it up. But I think for now it does look cute. I've put like a little Christmas tree in the middle and then used a little marble stand for like the marshmallows and stuff. I feel like it looks cute, so I'm kind of happy with it. So that corner's done. I just need to figure out where I'm putting the coffee machine and the kettle. I think I might put the kettle here and then the coffee machine might have to go back on the other side. I'm not too sure, but this is what it's looking like for now and I think it looks cute. I do also have these hot chocolate mixers, so I think I need to get little containers for these and then these will also be going on the stand. But for now I'm just going to pop these in the cupboard until I buy more containers. The kitchen is all done. I've hoovered and mopped all the floors downstairs and tidied up a few other bits. So I'm actually so hungry right now. I still have a few other things I want to do during this reset, but I need to eat food. So I do have that pasta thing from HelloFresh to make. I am having a roast dinner later, but I'm so hungry. And I don't think I really ate a breakfast this morning. I had leftover birthday cake from my nan's birthday dinner yesterday, but it was only like a tiny piece, so I'm really hungry. So I think I'm gonna make this, which obviously isn't really related to the reset, but yeah, I'm gonna make this creamy double mushroom penne pasta thing. So yeah, we're gonna do that now, and then I think once I've done all that, that's when I'm gonna sit and try and make some Christmas cards, maybe wrap a few presents, and put up the 2 other Christmas trees. So we still need to do that. So I'm gonna put a Christmas tree in the dining room. I don't know which one. One's like a 6-foot one, one's like a 4-foot or 3-foot one. Like I've got 2, I think. So I'm thinking the bigger one in the dining room and then the smaller one in our bedroom, but we'll see. But I'm going to put those up in this reset as well. But for now, we're taking a break, we're making some food, and then we shall get back to the reset. This is how the kitchen is looking. I did just make that food, so ignore that, that's for Jamie. But yeah, so I moved pretty much everything that's on that side over here. Now it does look cluttered, but I don't mind that. Plus we need all these appliances out, so it's fine. We do need to repaint our kitchen cabinets because if you can see all these little marks, they're actually from Frankie. Frankie loves to stretch and like dig his claws into it and has like taken all the paint off the drawers. But we're moving out of this house probably in a year or two, so we don't want to do like a full kitchen renovation, but we do need to like sort the cabinets out. But honestly, it doesn't really bother me, in case anyone was wondering. So yeah, anyway, this is what it's kind of like. I did try to put some Christmas stuff this side. So we have like the little gingerbread house, and I have a Nightmare Before Christmas cookbook there, and then the same kind of stuff there. And then I've moved the coffee machine to this side, and then the cookbook here as well. I also have the little hot chocolate station, which I do think looks cute. It is a lot of stuff all together here, but like I said, stuff like that doesn't really bother me. And obviously all of this won't be here after Christmas. It'll just be the coffee machine. But yeah, I like how this is kind of like a little drink station. Like I feel like it looks really, really cute. So yeah, we are done in the kitchen. Everywhere's clean and tidy. I do need to clean the hob. I just cooked with it and it's too hot for me to like wipe down, but I do need to do that. Also, how cute are these? I got these in Primark yesterday. These were only £3, and I realized I didn't have any kitchen festive like hand towels, so I got this like new oven mitt. We did have another Christmas oven mitt, but I just didn't like it anymore, and I got this one from TK Maxx with all these cute little festive cats on, and I wanted something that was like a similar vibe to match, and I haven't been able to find anything, and I saw these, and look, there's like little Christmas cats on these, and dogs, but like look at the cats, it's so cute. So yeah, it was like a pack of 2. They were £3. They're not like the most amazing quality, but they still look cute. So I got like these 2. I love this one as well. So yeah, they look really, really cute. I also have moved a lot of stuff around in the dining room today because if you guys have watched my, well, you won't have watched it yet, I don't think, before this video, but I filmed a vlog and in the background there's like a giant couch just leaning against the wall. It's because we got a new couch and I moved like the main bit of the couch in here, and me and Jamie just have not had time the last 2 weeks to do anything with it. So yeah, we were gonna shove it in, like we have like a room on the end of like the house here that like is literally just our dumping room. Like it's got no heating in it or anything, not even any flooring. Like it is freezing there, so we just never use it. And originally we had planned to like renovate it and make it like either like a study or like a utility room. It's probably not worth it, like I said, because we want to move out of this house next year or two. We don't want to spend loads of money on it. So yeah, anyway, I decided to try on my own, shove it in there. So that's where it is, and it's so funny because there is windows like on the side, so anyone who looks through those windows from like, I don't know why they would or how they could in our like the back end of our house, but if they did, they'd just see a giant couch. So yeah, I've shoved that couch, just like literally thrown it into that room, piled up on all the other crap that's in there. The only thing we use in there is our tumble dryer. Everything else is just crap. So we do need to sort that out at some point, but that is not happening in this reset. But yeah, I moved that couch, which took a while, and I also have battle scars because Frankie was on top of it. He loves like sitting on top of it the past 2 weeks, and he would not get off. And obviously I didn't want it to like fall on him or him to get in that room. Like we didn't like the cats in there. So I went to like pick him up to move, and he did not like that, and he let me know. So I do have battle scars. I have this one here, and then I have this from Frankie here, which was very nice. He bit me. So yeah, he doesn't really bite that often, but on this occasion he was like, no, you are not getting me down off this couch. So he did bite me, and it made me very sad, and it really hurt. But yeah, anyways, I've just eaten. The kitchen and downstairs is mostly done. I just need to do the Christmas trees, and I want to clean upstairs a little bit as well. So we're still going to do that in this reset video. So I think now I am going to go and grab the tree and stuff down and make a start on doing that, and then we will tackle upstairs. So yes, I feel like I'm getting lots done today, but also I'm not, because I have a million other things I need to do as well and not enough time. So I'm hoping this reset video is enjoyable and worth the time that I've spent on it today. But the lighting is not great in this room in the house anyway, and now that it's going dark, I do apologise that the lighting probably sucks. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go and get the trees, and you can now cue some B-roll. So yes, goodbye for now. this is like the really tiny one we usually have in our bedroom. So I'm going to go and bring the other one down, put that up so I can see them side by side and figure out which looks better here. But I'm pretty sure the other one is going to look better and this one can just go in our bedroom. Guys, look how many ripped off branches there are that won't go back on. This is all from Frankie last year, literally breaking the tree. This tree's already sparse and now it's missing 4 different bits to it. Because Frankie, he has a personal vendetta against Christmas trees. Any second now he will come running in here and he will be up this tree tearing it apart. So here is the little tree in the dining room. I've turned the big light off so you can see it a bit better. It has battery operated lights, which isn't the best, but I feel like it looks cute. It's just something festive to have in the dining room. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think it looks nice there. It makes use of that tree. So now we need to go and do the one in the bedroom. Frankie, you know you shouldn't be in there. Frankie. Okay, hi guys. So I didn't end up doing the Christmas tree in our bedroom and my camera needed to charge. Whilst my camera's charging, I put the small tree into my office room. Now my office was a mess, so I have been tidying some of that. So basically like all the boxes and bags from our Christmas decor is all in here. So I've moved out onto the landing and hopefully we can get it in the loft tomorrow. But the only thing in here is the big Christmas tree box now. So you can see that in the background. Pretend you didn't. But yeah, I have like tidied up in here a bit, which is nice. I go through phases of like working in my office or like in another part of the house, so like I don't always use it. Like it's weird, like I'll have like a month or a week where like I'll be in here non-stop and then I won't be in here for like an entire month. It just like changes all the time, but because it's been like so full of crap in here, I haven't really been able to use it anyway. So yeah, I've tidied it up a bit and it's nice and cozy. So we do have the little tree down here in front of my bookcase. So yeah, it looks really, really cute and like nice and cozy. So if I do decide to work in here, it is going to be nice and festive still. I think I probably will work from this room this week. But yeah, I decided to put the tree in here. I am going to just do a little bit of stuff in my diary. I just want to write some things in and get a little bit organised because I'm definitely not organised right now. And then I think I'll end the reset there because I was going to do Christmas cards and presents in here, but I realised I can just pop those into a vlog and you guys probably don't care about seeing that specifically, especially in a reset. So I'm not going to do those in this video, I'll do those in a vlog. But yeah, I will have a reading vlog coming after this video, which I was supposed to be filming this weekend, but instead I've ended up doing this reset all day. Honestly, the kitchen took me far longer than I expected and I just had so many other things to do. So I'm probably just going to have to add on to that vlog as like a weekly vlog. And I have a long weekend off work coming up, so I'll be filming another festive vlog then. So yeah, there will be a vlog coming soon. But yeah, for now we are going to pencil in some stuff in my diary. And that's pretty much it. Oh, also I did want to show these. Now I haven't like done a post anywhere yet officially saying, hey, these are up on my Etsy. I've launched like this because I had my Etsy for Vampathon, but I have actually now designed some new general bookish bookmarks. I don't know why I said bookish bookmarks, and some festive ones, which I'll show you now. I think I have them all here. There might be some duplicates. But we have this one here which says in my fantasy era. I love this. The lighting is not great, I'm not gonna lie, but I've put photos of these on the Etsy store. Yeah, these are all on my Etsy. I will link them down below in the description. And then we have this one which says books, iced coffee and Taylor Swift, which I love. I thought this is very cute. We've got this Divine Rivals one with my favourite Divine Rivals quote on, which says, "That's it, you're doing great, Winnow. Shut up, Kit. Absolutely, whatever you want." Love that. Favourite quote. We have this festive Taylor Swift inspired one which says "'Tis the damn season." I love that one. I've been using that one this weekend. We have this generic kind of festive one which is very cute. A season's readings bookmark. And then I have some of my ticket ones which I love these. So we have a Stars Hollow one which looks like this. The lighting is so bad, I'm so sorry. We have a festive book club ticket style bookmark as well. We then have this cozy little winter one which I think is my favourite, the winter book club one. Oh, just dropped it. And then we have a Valaris one. So this is the Valaris book club bookmark which might also be my favourite. I do love this. Fourth Wing one as well which has a Fourth Wing quote on it. I am the sky and the power of every storm that has ever been. I am infinite. So I do like that one. I think that's all the designs. I do have a one dot window design as well. I'm not 100% happy with the ink quality on that. I'm still going to post it on Etsy eventually, but it will probably just be a lot cheaper than the other bookmarks because I'm just not 100% happy with it. I did also design a Vanilla Moon themed book club one which will be exclusive to Patreon at some point. So I do have that, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. But yeah, I will link my Etsy store down below. I hope you guys will check it out. I'm really excited. I really want to launch my own website at some point, I think, with like bookmarks on, and then maybe eventually like more clothing style stuff, like bookish stuff, and maybe some other things, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking of doing that potentially next year, so yeah, if you'd be interested in that, let me know. But at the moment you can find my Etsy store which is the Stardust Library, so all the bookmarks are listed on there. And yeah, thanks if you do go and check it out. But yeah, for now I am going to get back to organising my diary and then I will catch up with you guys in a while.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my...
Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed Bookmas day 2 and that you are looking forward to all of the other Bookmas videos to come. I'm really excited to do Bookmas this year, albeit a little stressed because in typical Jodie fashion I've left it very last minute to do it. But I love doing this every single year. It's so fun to put these videos out and be in the festive spirit. I will also be doing some giveaways later on in these videos, so do keep an eye out for those. They will be coming more so towards the end of Bookmas, but I have a few special edition books I'm going to be doing giveaways for and a set of Penguin books, so yeah, make sure you stick around during Bookmas for those. But I'm very excited. So let me know in the comments what you're planning to read in December, what's on your end of year TBR, how many books do you hope to read this month. If you have a reading goal to meet, I would love to know, and let's just talk about all of the books and all of the reading plans in the comments. If you made it to the end of the video, please do leave a Christmas tree emoji in the comments as well, and I will have anything I've mentioned linked in the description. So I will link my Etsy store, I will also link my Patreon, and that's where you're going to find extra content from me, such as our monthly buddy read. So we are reading Love Light Farms and I'll be doing an exclusive vlog as well, so you can join us at any time throughout the month. And we do have a Discord as well. There's also lots of other additional extra content, such as like hauls. I'm going to be doing a what I got for Christmas video. I've done a Black Friday haul and lots of things like that. There's also the occasional live show. There is a monthly template. We're doing a readathon next weekend, so by the time you guys are seeing this, it will be the weekend coming up. So if you would like to join in on that, you can also find that there. But yeah, there's lots of things going on over on Patreon. So if you are interested in anything like that, then you can click the link in my description box. But thank you so much to everyone who watches my videos, who leaves a comment, and just thank you guys so much for being the best community. I am very grateful to be able to make these videos and just to have you guys. It is never lost on me, so a big thank you to you for watching this video. But yeah, I hope you guys are all safe and well. I hope you're reading lots of good books, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Little present shout when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time stop, but somehow I